Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex with the Creative Llama. Check out this cutie little snowman that we have. This is our cutout of the week. So if you are new around here, we have a brand new cutout every single week that is only available that week. And it's usually around the $10 mark that includes shipping. So this guy's going to be $10, which includes your shipping. So there's not any additional shipping added onto it. So comment the word Monday to get your link. I'm going to share this over into the broadcast channel. I think I just shared it. I don't know, but I'm going to share it again just in case. But when y'all hop in, say hello. Let me find my live, and then we're going to get started. I'll ask this question in a second. Let me share it first. I found my live. Hi, Linda. How are you? As y'all are popping in, say hey. It's Monday, y'all. I've been cold all day long. And it really isn't that terribly cold here in San Antonio, but I'm cold. Oh, it did share it. I'm going to share it again just in case. Oh, that is a lovely cover picture. Thank you, Facebook. Hi, LD. Hi, Connie. Hi, babe. Hi, Melanie. Okay, so let me show y'all. This is a cute little snowman shelf sitter. And I know I'm backwards tonight, but the project that we're doing tonight, it doesn't really matter if it's backwards because there's no words on here, but it's a little snowman. It kind of goes with this guy that was in our live sale, which you can still shop our live sale. This one was in our live sale. So comment the word Monday and go check your messenger. Okay. When you do that, my page will send you a message. There'll be a link to this guy and then the link to shop the live sale. You only have until tomorrow to shop that live sale. So I guess it's going to be like the little baby brother. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Brenda. All right, let me pull out my good old tape. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Maria. Hi, Stacy. Hello. Happy Monday, y'all. How are y'all doing? I know. It's so that they can see the project. Either way, I think they'd rather see the project than the top of my forehead. All right, I'm going to just put all of my pieces over here. Okay, so you get a little button. Look how cute this little heart banner is. I cannot wait to paint that. But lots of little pieces to this guy, but this is going to be a little mini shelf sitter. But I'm going to put all of my pieces onto my tape. That way I don't lose them. Because you know your girl, I will lose them very quickly. Yeah. That's why, and it's just the camera angle. It's the way that my setup is. I'm not able to scoot. I can scoot it back a little bit more. There we go. That way y'all can see a little bit more of the project rather than me. Alrighty, so you have a back layer, which we don't really have to paint. And then we have this top layer, which we're going to paint this. And then we have the little glove. So we don't need to paint this piece. Now, if you want to paint this, you absolutely can. I'm not going to, but you can paint it if you would like, okay? All right. Let me wipe this down. Hi, Lynn. Hello, Darlene. Darlene, I saw your comment about the item that you claimed. The item for that, the shipping on that would be $5. So let me know if you still want it. And if you're waiting on your invoices, I figured my day got away from me. So I figured I would send them out after this live tonight. So if you want to add on the cutout of the week, you can, okay? It's going to be $6 to add on the cutout of the week. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Betty. All right, let's start painting. Let's get going. I hope y'all have had a great day. I've lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, y'all. It's Monday. More better. There we go. Hi, Holly. All right, so we're going to go in. We're just going to use just a white color. Thank you for your order. Someone went and ordered the cutout of the week. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to go in. We're going to paint this with our white paint. Now, I'm using all Deco Art color paints, but you can use your chalk paint, chalk paste, whatever paint you want to use. This one, Becky? Are you talking about this one? I guess that, well, which bear? I'm assuming you're talking about that one. Or are you talking about the blue one up there? Shelly, do not jinx me. Yeah, so this one's on my website. This one is actually a votive candle. So you get a little LED candle that goes with it. I did this one last week. So when it's dark, it lights up through its little belly. Isn't that so cute? Isn't that so cute? I love that. Becky, let me get you the link real quick. That should not take me very long to get. Let me grab that for you. Which items, Donna? Which items? Here we go. Found it. Here you go, Miss Becky. All right. Now, my silly self, I wasn't paying attention. We need to paint the hat black. So I went up a little too high. Be careful there. So I'm gonna have to go over that part with black, but it's just black. It'll be fine. So I'm gonna do another coat of the white, and then let's pull out our black. Actually, I'm not gonna paint it black. I lied. We're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna go in with zinc. Oh, thank you, Terry. My birthday's tomorrow, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're gonna have a big sale over on my Cutout site tomorrow. So that means that after my live tonight, I'm gonna work on adding a ton of new items to the site. So tomorrow you'll wanna make sure that you check out the new items section on the website, because I'm gonna have some new stuff for y'all. That'll be 37% off because I'm turning 37 tomorrow. I don't know yet, Miss Maria. I don't know exactly what my plan is. I don't know if I'm gonna go to dinner. I don't know. So we're gonna kind of play tomorrow by ear. I would like to go live at some point tomorrow just to hang out with y'all. So it might be like more of a daytime live than an evening live. Like every night, like you have been doing. Donna, I'm going to have cutouts like when I'm painting during the, like I'll have different stuff like for my projects each day. But I'm not adding on like 3 or 4 more items a night. The only nightly claim will be the item that I'm doing that night. Does that make sense? Hi, Dawn. I haven't, Marcy. I've ordered it. I have not gotten it yet. Where did my dryer go? Uh-oh. Oh, thank y'all. Birthday's not till tomorrow. Y'all are so sweet. Hold on. Let me grab my dryer. It probably got moved out of the way yesterday when Thomas and I were setting up for the live sale. Y'all make sure y'all go shop that live sale tomorrow. Hi, Linda. Or shop the live sale tonight. And then shop the sale tomorrow. All right, getting that on there. So we went with more of like a dark gray hat than the traditional black hat. Hi, Melinda. So this one is called Zinc, and I will post a finished picture of my cutout of the week in the VIP group with the colors that I use, because y'all always ask me what colors did I use, and why am I out of breath? I'm like over here like out of breath for some reason. I know, but if you don't go live, I want to say it. Oh, I got you. That's fine, Maria. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow. I really am. Perfect on him. Yeah, so it'll just be what I'm doing that night or for that live, but I won't have any additional claims just because we had what, like 20 something cutouts in last night's live sale, which it felt really good to get back into the live sales. I will say that. I did like that. All right, this piece is going to be white and this piece is going to be white. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull a little piece of tape. I'm going to put this here and we're just going to use this to hold our small pieces. Okay, question that we ask every live. I don't know if Michelle Pryor is here or if she was here, but she usually asks this question. What are y'all having for dinner? What are y'all's dinner plans for this evening? I don't know what mine are. I meant to make like a, I bought all this stuff for like this cheesy tortellini, like sausage soup. But you know, it was a squirrel today. I was a squirrel today. I had squirrel moments. I kept bouncing all over the place. So maybe that'll be my plan on Wednesday or tomorrow. Do I still have something borrowed paste left? I would love one if you do. I'll have to check, Dawn. I'll have to look at my spreadsheet here in a little bit, and I can let you know. I don't remember off the top of my head. But there still are some bundles left, some cutouts. All the cutouts are available, and lots of paste is still left. Pizza, ooh, Miss D, pizza sounds good. D, I mailed out your Snowman window, I think over the weekend. Pork chops, mashed potatoes. Hi, Marlene. Pizza. That sounds yummy. Alrighty. And you know what? I am going to paint this too because we're going to go in and we're going to do like a light blue stripe on here. So let me do this piece. Dry it. Arby's roast beef sandwich. I don't think I've ever eaten at Arby's. No one else is eating dinner tonight? Or are we all busy? You're welcome, Dee. I appreciate your patience. I really do. It's been a little crazy, but we're getting back there. We are. And then once we get ourselves back and caught up, I've got some fun ideas that I want to do with y'all before the end of the month. Barbecue wings and fries, chicken with roasted potatoes. Ooh. Now, Maria, how did you cook your Brussels sprouts? So I do mine, which it's so not healthy, obviously, but lots of butter, bacon, roast, like is it not roasted pecans, but like fried pecans, not fried, I don't know, pecans, and then brown sugar. An Impossible cheeseburger casserole, that sounds interesting. All right, pull that there. So then let's go in. Ooh, nice, Tammy. Let's go in. I'm looking at a picture to kind of decide what I want to do. All right, we got the little mitts. And they look like oven mitts. I'm going to go back in with the zinc color, which is that gray color that I use. Now, if you don't like the gray with it, use black, or you can use whatever color you want. Air fried chicken sandwich, ham and cheese subs, toast. Is it toasted pecans? It's not fried. They're definitely not fried. They're toasted. I should know this because I make it all the time when my family and I get together. Ham and cheese subs. I love me a good ham and cheese. You know what? Sometimes I'll do the air fried chicken sandwich. Toby just reminded me. Sometimes if I go to Chick-fil-A, I'll order like an extra sandwich and I'll hold on to it for dinner, and then I'll throw it in the air fryer, and it's delicious. Oh no, Lynn. I'm glad you were able to get it fixed. You just have not had good luck lately. I will say that. You have not had luck on your side lately. All right, let's get out our markers. If I make them fresh, it's roasted with garlic. Ooh, just a steam bag. That still sounds yummy. All right, so I'm going to use these markers. Ooh, they're blendable. Miss Maria, who's in the comments, her and her mom, Diane, who I haven't seen her yet, bought me these, and I just love them. They're great markers. They're the Grabby brand, and holy smokes, they're great quality. I have not found a color yet that doesn't cover cover well. Sometimes I think, I love the Sharpie brand, but sometimes I think the Sharpie brand, depending on the color, it doesn't cover very well. But these cover extremely well. I love them. We will be thinking about you, Miss Lynn. We will be thinking about you, my friend. Leftovers. I'm picking up a 22-pound turkey for my... Ooh. Oh, Miss Stacy. You do homemade dog food? I got a big old bald spot back here. This is the way my hair's sitting. I just saw that on camera. I was just looking at myself, y'all. I'm over here laughing at myself for noticing that. All right. There are our little arms and mittens. Okay. We're going to do the nose in Warm Sunset. Who is done with their Christmas shopping? Y'all, I was just thinking about this earlier. I don't know what I need to get, who I need to get for. I don't know. I need to sit down and go through all the things that I've already bought, write them all out, and see who still needs what. They have brush tip grabbies, but they are more like the Sharpie brush tip in terms of, gotcha. Good to know. All right. There's that. Then this is going to go on the hat. So if you'll see right here, there are hearts scored in there. There's going to be hearts that lay on top. And then on the brim of the hat, this guy is going to lay on top with another heart. Which, where's that heart? Did I lose a piece? I did lose a piece. How the heck, Alex? There's supposed to be a heart that goes right here. Shoot. Okay, y'all are making me feel better. I can go look and see where they're at here in a second to see if it's, oh, found it. Yay me. I did it. Before I lose it, it's going on the tape over here. My shopping, but my nieces will for sure get extra since I still have time to shop. Yeah, I can shop all day for my niece. I can find all the things for her. But it's like, luckily, what we do is like, at least with my brothers and I and my sister-in-law, we will, like for my parents, they're the type of people, if they want something, they're going to buy it. And so it makes it really difficult to shop for them. But luckily, we kind of figured out that we should just all go in together and get them a bigger, nicer gift than what we could all get individually. So that's something we've been doing the last couple of years, and that's really helped out. Thank you for sprinkling. Yay, Sharon. Hi, Melinda. I've got to do that too. I've bought a lot for my granddaughter. Kids get it first. My youngest son is 18. He's easy. Yeah, I'm making my family all sorts. Oh, that's perfect, Tammy. I buy gift cards. I buy gift cards. All my kids are grown, and my 11 grandkids are at the age to where they like money. Yeah, that makes it a little bit easier, Miss Dawn. That does make it a tad easier. Someone was saying, I think it was Miss Linda Sanchez. I don't know if she's still here. She was saying that she does, I think it was her, saying that she buys like a gift card for each kid of hers each month. I think that's what she said, or something along those lines. And she kind of spreads it out throughout the year rather than purchasing everything, you know, in November and December. I thought that was a good idea. All right. Quit yip-yapping, Alex, and get busy. All right, so now we have the hearts. These hearts are going to go on the hat. I'll buy it a late shopper for everything but your stuff. There you go. Okay, so these are all going to be red. I want this one to be, and I'm going to ask your opinion on the pink, the bright pink color that I have. I think it's too bright to go with the other two. So we're going to use Cactus Flower and Tuscan Red. But this is one of the new colors by Deco Art called Marvelous. Is that too bright to go with those? with these two? Or should I do something more like muted and toned down? What do y'all think? Like or change? But I know I'm going to paint these red, so I'm going to go ahead and paint those the banner hearts red. Now you could get in there and do like all different colors, which I kind of want to do, but then that's going to be difficult. We'll just do them all red. We're just going to do them all red. Don't make it harder on yourself, Alex. Too bright? No, it's fine. All right, so this is Tuscan red. This is a color that we've used a lot for Christmas crafting. I will tell y'all that. Like, let me pull out Cotton Candy. I think that's the other color that I was going to use. This is the Cotton Candy color that Maria's talking about. So we could go these three, which I think I prefer that. Or we could go these three. I think that the Marvelous is too bright. Although that's a really pretty color. Hi, Jennifer. All right, I'm going to go in and do another coat of this. I'm just going to put it over here because it keeps moving over there. With the Tuscan red. And then I'm going to do Cotton Candy. Marcy says the first set. You like the lighter. It's all about personal preference. All right, this one's going to be red. First choice, first three. Let's just go with it. This will look good. I've done that. I used that one, I believe. So I actually have it. So on this little snowman hat, this was available in the live sale last night. That is the set that I used for, I used Cotton Candy, the Tuscan red, and the cactus flower. Those are these three colors. So why don't we try the Marvelous and see what we think? Because you know what? If we don't like it, guess what we can do? We can paint over it. Hi, Linda. We were just talking about you. Wasn't it you who said that you do gift cards each month? Like you purchase a gift card each month for all your kids? Or was that somebody else? Hi, Diane. Hi, Teresa. All right, I'm going to pick up all this paint that's just sitting on my mat. We're going to try it. Let's see. Then that way you'll have that one, that example, and then this one, and then you can figure out which color scheme you like. How does that sound? Okay, so then we're going to go the darker, this color. So this is Marvelous. This is their 40th anniversary. I think this is going to be part of like their new collection that's going to come out for 2026. Ooh, that's pretty. It's not as bright as I was expecting, but it's going to need another coat. So we'll do that one. And then we'll go in with cactus flower. I got little like landmines all over my table. Yeah, we were just talking about Christmas shopping, and I was mentioning how that you had said that you do that, and I just thought that was a great idea. My mom, so I've told y'all before, my mom absolutely loves Christmas time. She's always made Christmas a big deal. She always goes over the top everything. A few years ago, they went on this trip and they found these advent calendars that each time you open up the door, it plays a different Christmas song. And so she's done these advent calendars for the last few years. Where like she'll put in like candy, like little gifts. My parents travel a lot, so they'll buy different things from different places they go, and that'll be part of our Advent gifts. And a couple of years ago, I told her, I said, Mom, you know what would be a great part of the Advent, and probably, I don't know if it's less work, is like pre-made meals. So she'll make like spaghetti pie, meatloaf, soups, and she'll freeze them, and then she'll give them to us for our Advent. So we already have prepared meals, so we don't have to think about it. And I told my mom this past year, I was like, you can just do Advent, you know, do a couple meals each week for my Advent gift, and I'd be happy with that, because then I don't have to think about meals. But that's something she does for us, and it's been really fun. She really enjoys it. But yeah, my dad's just like, okay, all right, Lisa, just do your thing. But my mom loves Christmas. She loves decorating. She loves gift giving. She loves it. And I was like, Mom, you don't need to do Christmas gifts. This is a gift in itself. Like, I'll take that. But she absolutely loves it. Married, I just kind of, well, one, I look at a lot of pictures. So I look at a lot of people who do those, or like I look at the finished example. I'm going to do another coat of this. And I kind of just go based off of that. But I really think of like where like it arches or curves. It just kind of whatever you think would look good. Now I will tell you, the lines and the dots do take time and practice. I'm not always the best at it. And y'all have been here. I've over dotted. I've overlined. So just keep practicing is all I can say. But I do look at a lot of pictures. Like even if like the person who created or designed like the cutout didn't paint it, I'll go find like something similar and kind of see how they accented or highlighted their pieces to kind of just help me, give me like a starting point. You know what I mean? It is a great idea. I love it. I love it. And so like she does, you know, things for like me and Thomas, and then she does stuff for my brother Adam. And then she'll do like stuff for my other brother, Daniel, and his family. So his wife, and then my niece and my nephew. So it's been real fun. The kids love it. And she loves doing it. So it's been a lot of fun for her. And I told her this year, I said, the moment that you don't enjoy this, because she was saying how she, you know, spending the last few days putting it all together. I said, Mom, the moment that you don't enjoy this anymore, don't do it. Don't do it. Like, we'll all be okay if you don't do it. Yes. That's right. I gave her that idea a few years ago. She's like, that's a really good idea. Or maybe she came up with it. I don't remember. Maybe I was giving her suggestions. And I was all about it. I thought that was a great gift. Because then we had meals in the refrigerator that we didn't have to think about. I do love her cooking. My mom is she's a pretty good cook. She is. She makes a lot of different things. Okay, everything is painted. Let's start distressing all of the things. So we're going to start with this base piece, okay? So before I do anything, let me grab my bucket of distressing items. Okay, there's that, and then my bowl of finger daubers, and we're just going to start distressing. Now, I do my lines and my dots at the very end once everything is put together. Okay, so this part, I mean, obviously this is optional, but I do feel that distressing, and we talk about this every single time, that distressing just adds to it. So like right here on this side, you can see where I distressed, and then on this side, I haven't. It does give it a little bit more depth and dimension. And I just like the way that it looks. So if this is not for you, you don't have to do this. And I will tell you, distressing, I feel like for me, took a little while to get the hang of, to kind of figure out how much to put on, you know, and sometimes I overdo it. All right, let's glue this piece onto the back piece first. Okay, and we're going to line this up and push down. It does make a big difference. It brings like a piece that looks good, like come to life in my opinion. Like I look back at things like I made before that I didn't distress and I'm like, holy smokes, that would look so much better had I just taken the time. You know, that was before I knew about distressing. I've come a long way in my crafting. I really have. I look back at some of the stuff I used to make, I'm like, holy smokes, that was ugly. Have y'all ever done that where you look back and you're like, what was I, and I thought that, like, what was I thinking? I thought that looked good. Yeah, just experience and practice. You certainly do. You're absolutely right about that. All right, so we're going to glue the brim to the hat. Now, I tend to put quite a bit of glue, more than I probably should. But when you do that, oh, my finger's stuck. When you do that, and you go to lay your piece down and you move on to the next thing, your piece can move on you. It can shift. So I've been really trying to be better about making sure it's lined up and not moving on until it's set up. It is a Snowman Village. All this stuff is going to be in the Whatnot sale on Saturday. I've always wanted to try distressing, but have no clue how to even start. Becky, you just got to start. What I think I started with, and I had these 3 colors for the longest time. I would recommend getting a black and a brown and a white. Okay. These are the 3 that I would recommend starting with and just practice. And then get yourself some finger daubers from Amazon, or you can use makeup sponges from Dollar Tree and just practice. It does just take a little while to kind of get the feel for it, and it does get easier. Making crafts from the, yay, LD. Your mom's food is the best. That's exciting, LD. I'm glad that you love it, or that you've enjoyed making this stuff. All right, so I took my Distress crayon. I applied the color to a makeup sponge. And I'm just adding a little bit of blue around the edge of the snowman. I should have done that before I glued him. I wasn't thinking. So that's okay. And I don't think that's going to matter because we're going to have snow on top. Okay, so just a little bit of light blue. Ah, you could just use your finger, absolutely. The good thing about them is that you can erase them exactly. So if you ever add too much distressing, I think the crayons are easier to remove the distressing, but you can do it with the ink. You just gotta start. That's all I can say is buy black, white, brown, and just start slowly adding that to your crafts. And then I learned about the distress crayons, and that has added even more to my crafts. You know, just start slow. Oh, how fun. All right, let's do the glove, or the oven mitt, as I was calling it earlier. Join the chili cook-off. They would never have another one. It was oh, that's funny. Ooh, look at our little snowman. You can do it, Becky. I promise. You got this. And I will tell you, when I first started doing it, mine did not look great. The more that I do it, the better I get at it. And even now, I can overdo it. I just wipe it right off and I start over. Okay. Now, the little stick arms don't really matter because this is going to cover those up pretty much. Okay. So I just did that just in case it was seen just a little bit. But I'm just trying to make sure that this sets up before on Amazon, Michelle. It's linked in my Amazon storefront. I can find it for you. What's the brand of mine? Where did I put it? Hero Hues. Let's see. Yep. Ooh, and they have a refill bottle. I need to get me one of those. And I've had this one for years. Okay, so it's $16 on Amazon, but you get the refill bottle. But I've had that guy for like 3 years. All right, I just dropped that in the comments for you. All right, let's go up here. I'm going to do this. We're going to do this part. I'm going to distress the heart. And I am going to go in and add polka dots to my heart at the end. There's glue over here, so it's sticking in my fingers. And I use stick fast glue. You want to get the thick version. So there's a thick and a thin, or there's even a medium, I believe, too. You want to get the thick. If you get the thin or the medium, it's going to come out really fast and it's going to be really watery. That color is really pretty. That Marvelous color from Deco Art. Oh, y'all, I ordered my purple cow paint. Yes, I ordered more paint. I sure did. Okay, we're going to distress here. This is the little green piece that's going to sit right here. And there's a heart that's going to go on top. Okay. And then this guy is going to go right here. Okay. Ooh, ooh, it's moving on me. Yeah, so you want to get the thick version. And someone else recommended to put it in the fridge. I haven't done that, but it's something that you could definitely do. I just saw that. Let me grab my black. And I'm going to add some cheeks to our snowman as well. So I'm going to just take my black marker. I did lose my black or white the other day. I found it. It was sitting right in front of me. Okay. I'm going to clean out the lines in his smile. Come on. There we go. There we go. Ah, I went off a little bit. It's okay, I'll fix it. He got a little extra smile. That's the only thing I don't like about that, is that it does that. Where'd my white one go? See? You'll see that extra line right here. My pen failed me. More like it was a user error, but it's the pen's fault, not mine. I'm just joking. Let me just cover that up. All right, fixed. All right, let's keep going. I have to let that dry so I can give it some cheeks. So then we could do this. And I think that we're gonna need to splatter, aren't we? It's gonna need some splatter, but we're gonna do it with a toothbrush this time. Ooh, that needs to be cleaned. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see if I can soften those bristles up for a second. Oh, knocking stuff over here. Yeah, it didn't curve with my hand exactly. It's not my fault. Okay, so let's go ahead. Hi, Sharon. Are you in the broadcast channel? Are you getting the messages of when I go live? All right, I'm going to distress this, and then we are going to splatter. Okay? And I'm trying to see, like, if his scarf is splattered. It doesn't look like it is. It's just the hat and then the little heart banner and the gloves. So we're just going to splatter the whole thing. So toothbrush, no, paint, a little bit of water. Okay. Offload it just a little bit. Ooh, there we go. Okay, that looks good. Ooh, yay! Y'all, it looks so good. You're using a toothbrush back in the 80s? Perfect. So I prefer to use a fan brush, but you get bigger, to me, you get bigger spots or splatters. The toothbrush is great, I think, for smaller items. That looks really good. I'll show y'all. Let me wipe up my hands before I touch this mess. Now, y'all do me a huge favor. Hit the heart button or the thumbs up. Make sure that you follow me because we have a bunch of people on. So make sure that you follow me and comment the word Monday. You'll get a message from my page with the link to this guy. It's $10. That includes your shipping. And then there's also the link to the live sale from last night. And you have until tomorrow to shop the live sale. So that's something different. Is normally I would let you shop all week, but you only have until tomorrow to shop. Yes, exactly, Maureen. So if you're not interacting with my stuff, like which means like my posts, reels, anything, Facebook thinks, oh, you don't like that person anymore. You don't want to see their content, if you will. So they're going to show you other stuff. So if you like me and you want to see more of what I'm doing, interact with my stuff, make sure that you follow me and make sure that you're part of the broadcast channel. Down in the pinned comment, like right here where it says comment Monday, if you click on that and open up the message, there's going to be a link that says like get live alerts or get messages when I go live. If you click on that, it'll take you to Messenger, and then you'll click join channel. And that's just the best way. That's the best way to stay up to date. That's just what I think and feel. All right, let's finish this guy up. We are so close to being done. I'll show you the splatter. So here's the splatter on the heart banner. And then here's the splatter on the hat. Cover up my face so it focuses on this. I think that looks pretty dang good. Okay. Then we have our little snowbank at the bottom. So I'm going to take my makeup sponge that had this distress crayon on there, and I'm going to distress it just like I did with the outer edge of the snowman. Okay. I know it's kind of hard to tell. Do you have an update? Linda, what I would do, honestly, the best way to do that is just to go through and comment on all the items that you want. I will tell you that a lot of the bundles, like with the chalk bundles, are gone, but there's still a lot of paste left. So what I recommend doing is just commenting on the items that you want, and then I'll let you know what items you got. Usually if I like the comment, that means you got it. Just so you know. All right, we're going to do this one. Ah! Oh my a little too much, I was going to say paint, but glue. I got a little glue happy there. But yeah, go shop the live sale. If you like, I don't want the chalk bundles, I just want the cutouts. You can fast forward until I get to the cutouts. Remember, the cutouts are all unlimited. So everybody can claim. All right. Heart banner is on. We need to do, uh-oh. Oh, it's right there. I thought I lost the snowflake. We need to do the scarf. Okay, so this one I'm going to do a little bit differently. We do need to paint the stripes on the scarf. Now, you could do this with a paint marker, and it'd probably be a lot easier, but I'm going to use paint. We're going to use the color Crystal Blue. I think this is a gorgeous color. And I'm going to use a little mini paintbrush, okay? Now, when I was watching somebody paint stripes like this on a piece, right? This is like so common sense, but I didn't think of it. When you're using a paintbrush to do that, you want your paintbrush to be smaller, obviously, than the width of the stripe, right? And I, for some reason, I don't know why that didn't click. And when I heard her say, I was like, oh my God, that makes sense. So that's just a little tip for y'all in case you didn't know. I mean, my silly self would go in with a giant paintbrush and be like, well, why did it get out of the lines? Well, you got to use a paintbrush that's smaller than what you're painting. Okay, so I'm just going to go in. And this typically just needed one coat on, did this on something else recently. So that's a little tip for you. And if you don't want paint ridges like on your, Teresa, what do you need a link to? Sometimes if you commented something else, the page will send you another message and then you can't comment. You can't get another message. Does that make sense? Is everybody getting the message? I tested it before I went live. I did test it this time. Yeah. I can see that it's working. What do you need? What do you need in a link to, Teresa? Do you want a link to the live sale? Do you want a link to the cutout of the week? I can just send it in the comments for you. Hi, Jody. All right. That looks good. We're going to dry this. We're going to distress it. And then all we have left to do is our base. I know, Mary. Thomas and I just laughed after that. Like after I got off my live last night, we just thought that was hilarious. Okay, give me 1 second, Teresa. I'll get it for you. Oh, I just laughed. I was laughing about that comment this morning, Mary. I thought it was hilarious. All right, so there is our scarf. Okay, let me grab the link for Miss Teresa. So Teresa, this link that I'm about to send you in the comments is for the cutout of the week. Ah, where's my live? We are almost done, y'all. There's the link for the cutout of the week. And then let me go to my page and grab you the link for the live sale. Exactly. Like, well, that makes sense. Why did I not, why didn't my brain like pick that up before? You know, but y'all, to be honest with y'all, before, like chalk and all of that, I didn't paint anything ever. So, you know, you learn things along the way. I'm not afraid to admit that to y'all. You're welcome, Teresa. Okay. Our snowflake. I am going to have to use a new one because my last one had glue all over it. Thanks, Maureen. We have tons of fun with y'all. We really do have a lot of fun hanging out with y'all and crafting and just laughing. We don't take ourselves seriously around here. All right. The little snowflake. And this has a button. Oh, well, it'd be helpful if I glued the scarf on, huh? Like, why is that moving? Well, because I didn't put it on. There we go. Just trying to get it lined up. Okay, then we have this button that goes right here. I didn't realize that needed to be painted. So let's do, I'm gonna go in with this gray color and do the button there. Oh gosh, oh gosh. The bear, this one, LD, we did that one last week. That one is on the website. But tomorrow, it'll be 37% off. So. Oh my gosh, look how cute this is. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. All right, let's glue our base. I'm just going to glue it not Thomas's way. I might regret that decision, but it's okay. We're going to line up our bases here. We are almost done, y'all. So do me a favor, hit the heart button, share the video, comment Monday, go shop the live sale, but you can add this to your live sale order tonight because I haven't sent out invoices, which if for the things I do throughout the week, if you, okay, my mouth is moving faster than my brain. If you claim stuff from the live sale, that'll start your invoice, right? And so then the stuff that I do throughout the week, you can add it to that invoice. You can go in and pay your invoice and I can go in and just add stuff to it and you'll just pay the balance. That way that'll lock in the items that you want. But you have until Saturday to pay your invoice. So that way you're not having to pay like multiple different invoices or different shipping fees. Now, I will tell you, I cannot combine website orders and the live sale orders, but it's going to be 37% off tomorrow. So if there's stuff that if you missed the Black Friday sale that we did, I guess last week, this is your chance. 37% off tomorrow. Thank you. You're very sweet. Thank you so much. I am going to try to go live. Plus Chalk is having a bunch of new stuff come out tomorrow. I think I got mine today, so I could show y'all if it's on my porch what is coming out. Oh, who said that? Janice, happy birthday to your oldest. I'm the baby. I'm the youngest. I have 2 older brothers. All right. Let me dry this before I go shove this in here and mess it all up. Okay. So here's our little snowman. We are going to add lines and dots here in just a second. But I just wanted to kind of give you my cutout site, Miss Tammy. So all of my cutouts on my website are going to be 37% off tomorrow. There it is. Thank you, Linda. So cute. All right, let's add our lines and our dots, and then we are going to be done. Okay, so I'm going to look at a picture for reference to kind of help me. Okay. Now the dots would be easier with the back end of a paintbrush, but for time, I'm just going to draw those on. Okay. And I like this grabby brand for like the white accents. I think I like it better than the other one that I've showed y'all. For now, at least. I feel like I keep changing my mind on that, but. All right. I think that's it. Okay. Here are the lines and the dots. It just kind of brings it all together. Oh, thank you, Janice. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. You have a birthday. You're a December baby too. I have 45, 44. Oh. All right, let me dry this. I'm going to put it in the stand. If you want this item, so which means if you claimed from last night or if you want to start an invoice, you can do that too. On the website, it is $10, okay? This will not be part of the 37% off sale. That'll be probably the only thing that'll not be part of the 37% off sale, just because it already is discounted. On the website, it is $10. That includes your cost of shipping, okay? Because it's actually cheaper for me to do it that way than what it would charge you for shipping. Okay, so this guy is $6. So you can comment the number 100 and I will add it to your invoice and I will get your invoices sent to you tonight. Okay, so this one is number 100 for $6 and you can add it to an order. You can go shop the live sale and I can add it to that order as well. However you want to do it, but I would recommend you go shop the live sale tonight. And not wait until tomorrow, because tomorrow's the last day to claim live sale items. And I just realized I forgot to do the cheeks, but I kind of like it without the cheeks. What do y'all think? So number 100 for $6. The only reason why they're different is because on the website it includes the shipping. I just don't feel right charging y'all $10 if you're adding other items to your order. You're a December baby too? Oh my goodness. All right, what do y'all think? Do y'all love it? Perfect. Let me drop the link to the live sale really quickly in the comments so you can go shop. You can add this to an order. You can comment the number 100. Even if you just want to purchase this by itself and you don't want to shop the live sale, you can still comment number 100 and I can send you an invoice. It will just be $10, however you want to do it. But I just dropped the link to the live sale in the comments. You have until tomorrow night to claim. But this will be available all week and you'll be able to also claim this guy during Thrifty Thursday this week. Okay. So if you want to wait, you can absolutely do that too. However you want to do it. But there it is. So stinking cute. Oh my gosh, Linda. That's so fun. All right, y'all. I'm going to hop off of here. Y'all have a great rest of your night. I'm going to go work on invoices and start adding some new stuff to the website. That'll be 37% off tomorrow morning. All right. I will see y'all hopefully tomorrow. My goal is to go live tomorrow at some point. It may not be in the evening. It may be in the late afternoon. So just make sure that you're part of the broadcast channel and that you can maybe catch the replay if you're not able to hang out with us. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are so sweet. I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.